Chosen one, pay very close attention, because what you are about to witness is not imagination, it is revelation. The home that will hold your next season is already chosen. The walls that will protect your peace already exist. The door that will open your new beginning is already standing. Heaven is showing you something that your eyes have not seen yet, but your spirit will instantly recognize. This December, your address is changing. Your environment is shifting. You are being moved out of places where you merely survived into a home where you will finally live. God is not relocating you for comfort. He is relocating you for destiny. This is not just about a house. It's about expansion, elevation, alignment. You have outgrown the space that once fit you. The ceiling became too low. The atmosphere became too familiar. Your purpose became too big for the environment you've been living in. God is preparing a home that matches the size of the calling within you. Chosen one, when you see the picture that heaven has aligned for your eyes, your soul will know, that is mine. That is where I am supposed to be. That is the place my future has been waiting for. Watch closely. Recognize the sign, because once this picture disappears, the opportunity will move into manifestation. This is your preview. This is your confirmation. Your new home is already calling your name. Chosen one, long before you ever felt the desire to move, heaven was already making arrangements on your behalf. This relocation is not emerging from frustration, boredom, or impatience. It is flowing from divine orchestration. Thousands of unseen details have already been handled in the spiritual realm. The exact location, the atmosphere, the future moments of peace you will live inside those walls. That house is not a wish. It is a prophecy. You may not have the keys yet, but heaven already has your name written over that property. You may not have walked through the front door yet, but angels are already stationed there, guarding what belongs to you. You may still be waking up in the place that represents your past, but God is guiding you toward the place that represents your future. Your spirit has already packed before your hands did. This is why your current environment suddenly feels uncomfortable, too small, too noisy, too limiting. That discomfort you feel is not a sign to complain. It is a sign to prepare. God will always remove your comfort from where you're staying when it's time to move into where you're meant to be. Heaven has monitored every tear you cried in the room that never felt like home. Heaven has heard every prayer whispered in the dark. God, I need something better. God, I want a place of peace. God, when will it be my turn? Your turn is coming in December. There were months where you questioned why God left you in a place surrounded by chaos while everyone else seemed to be moving forward. But God didn't forget you. He was protecting you. He wasn't withholding a blessing, He was completing it. You cannot be early for a destiny appointment, but you can be perfectly timed. Your new home has structure, design, and purpose that aligns with this upgraded version of you. For too long, you have lived in environments that held memories of the old you. Your struggles, your past wounds, your survival seasons. But God refuses to let your future be built on a foundation of pain. This move is a reset, a cleansing, a divine relocation into a space that matches the peace God has been growing inside you. The moments of laughter that are coming, The mornings where sunlight will hit your face with hope again. The nights where silence will feel safe instead of threatening. All of that is waiting on the other side of this move. You will not be building a life. You will be living the life God has been building for you. The rooms will carry new memories. The walls will no longer echo disappointment. The air will feel lighter, because the spiritual weight attached to your past environment won't be allowed through the door. This is not a house you will find. It is a home that will find you. When God is the one behind a relocation, you don't chase blessings. Blessings locate you. The right opportunity will come. The door will open. The timing will align. What others fought to obtain will be handed to you because your blessing is based on calling, not competition. Chosen one. Heaven has already gone ahead of you. You are not hoping for a miracle. You are walking into one. Your home is waiting. Your future is ready. Your December is about to look nothing like your past. Chosen one, before God reveals where you're going, He will first loosen your grip on where you are. The process of relocation in the Spirit always begins with disconnection. You start to feel emotionally detached from a place that once felt familiar. You look around and realize that the walls holding your life no longer hold your spirit. The environment remains the same, but you have outgrown it. This is why recently you've been experiencing a strange tension, a discomfort that is difficult to explain to others. It's not that the place suddenly changed, it's that you changed. God has expanded your identity, and the environment around you can no longer stretch to fit who you are becoming. You may have noticed things breaking down, plans falling apart, relationships shifting, responsibilities becoming heavy. Heaven is intentionally removing your sense of belonging, because a chosen one cannot settle where God did not intend for them to stay. God disconnects you in stages. First, He removes enjoyment. What once made you feel alive now feels draining. Then, He removes attachment. What once felt like home now feels temporary. Finally, He removes access. Opportunities in that place begin to close, forcing you forward. It's not punishment, it's preparation. Your frustration has been a divine signal that the grace for this place has expired. And when grace lifts, movement becomes the only path to peace. If you stayed, you would shrink. If you stayed, your purpose would suffocate. If you stayed, your potential would remain dormant. So God is interrupting your comfort to activate your calling. And yes, the process can feel lonely. Other people may not understand why you're restless. They may say, "Why can't you just be satisfied? Why can't you just stay still?" But chosen ones cannot stay still when heaven is shifting the ground beneath their feet. Some people around you are comfortable with smallness, but you were not created to shrink yourself to fit someone else's limited vision. You carry a calling that demands space. You carry an anointing that requires a specific environment to flourish. God will not allow your greatness to be buried under routine. You haven't been losing your place. You've been graduating from it. The disconnection you're feeling is proof that your spirit is already walking ahead of your body. Your heart is being pulled into a future your feet haven't reached yet. That's why you feel caught between worlds, because spiritually, you've already stepped into December. The house God is preparing for you is not just walls and a roof. It is a container for your next level. It is where new relationships will form, where restoration will unfold, where blessings will multiply. God is disconnecting you from the old environment because it cannot hold what He's about to add to your life. Chosen one, do not fight the disconnection. Do not fear the shifting ground. Do not cling to what God is removing from your hands. You're not being pushed out, you're being called higher. You're not being displaced, you're being upgraded. You're not losing home, you're walking toward one. Trust what your spirit has already recognized. The move is happening. The alignment is real. December is your relocation season. Chosen one, before your body ever moves, your spirit moves first. Relocation begins spiritually. There is a pull, a drawing, a silent calling that begins to rise within you. Something in your soul starts to whisper, there's more than this. That whisper is not imagination. It's heaven communicating direction. You may feel it every time you look around the place where you currently live, a quiet realization that this environment has finished its assignment in your life. There were lessons you needed to learn here. There were breakthroughs that had to happen here. There were emotional battles you needed to overcome here. But now, purpose is pushing you forward. This spiritual pull doesn't always make sense logically. Your mind might say, I could stay here a little longer. But your spirit says, you cannot remain in a place you have already outgrown. When God is calling you to move, comfort becomes the enemy of growth. Sometimes this pull comes as excitement. You can almost feel the new life forming. Sometimes it comes as restlessness. The old life won't let you breathe anymore. Either way, the message is the same. It's time. Chosen one, God is preparing to place you in a home specifically chosen to sustain your destiny. A place that supports your spiritual growth. A place where your creativity comes alive. A place where peace is natural, not forced. A place where God's voice feels louder than the noise of the world. This is why your dreams have been shifting. This is why you're imagining different surroundings. This is why your heart keeps wandering into a future you haven't yet seen. Your spirit is previewing what heaven has already prepared. This pull is also why certain attempts to fix or improve your current environment no longer satisfy you. God is not asking you to renovate a place He is preparing to release you from. The spiritual assignment over this location has been completed. Your move will not be random. You won't just move into a space, you will move into alignment. There is a home waiting where you will experience a new dimension of rest. Rest from struggle, rest from survival mode, rest from spiritual warfare. This relocation is not just a change of scenery, it is a change of season. You will know you have reached the right environment when your peace feels protected instead of threatened. When your mind feels spacious instead of crowded. When your dreams feel achievable instead of mocked. Chosen one, follow the pull, because it is not coming from desire alone. It is coming from destiny. Heaven is calling you into your new home. Your spirit has already started the journey. Your body will follow soon. December will reveal the destination. Why December is the month of relocation? Chosen one. December is not just another month on the calendar. It is the spiritual crossing point between who you were and who you are becoming. Heaven does not choose timing emotionally. It chooses timing with divine precision. Everything you have lived through this year has been preparation for what is about to happen in this final stretch. December is the month of completion, the month where cycles close, where old doors lock behind you, and where heaven prepares your entrance into the life that has been waiting to unfold. All year long, God has been shifting you, sometimes subtly, sometimes suddenly. People disappeared, plans failed, environments grew uncomfortable, and although part of you questioned what was happening, now the answer becomes clear. God was repositioning you for relocation. You were never meant to carry your future in the old space. That environment held too many memories of survival, disappointment, and past battles. Your wings were growing, and the ceiling above you refused to rise. If you had moved earlier, it would have been premature. You would have taken old wounds into a new environment. You would have tried to build the future while still bleeding from the past. God waited until the exact moment when your heart was healed enough, your identity strong enough, and your spirit aligned enough to receive what He is about to give you. December is the divine line where preparation becomes activation. This is why lately you have felt a shift in your spirit that you could not logically explain. A sense that something is coming, an internal countdown, a restlessness that doesn't feel like anxiety, but expectation. Heaven always whispers before it moves. Your dreams may have changed. Your desires may feel sharper. You may find yourself imagining new environments more than ever before. That imagination is a preview, a reminder from God that you're not staying where you are. Even numbers in the spiritual realm testify to this moment. December is the 12th month, and the number 12 in biblical meaning represents divine government, establishment, structure. God is establishing a new foundation for your life. He is placing you in a space that can sustain everything He's adding to you. No more squeezing your purpose into rooms too small for your calling. No more living where stress has been louder than peace. No more forcing yourself to adapt to a place you have already outgrown. December is transition. December is advancement. December is delivery. This relocation is not just about having a nicer space or more comfort. It is about spiritual alignment. Your new home is tied to your assignment. It is going to protect your peace, sharpen your vision, elevate your identity, and nurture the future God is building through you. The blessing waiting in this next place needs a vessel healed, focused, and positioned. And that vessel is you. Chosen one, you are not moving because life pushed you. You are moving because heaven called you. When this month reaches its prophetic moment and the door opens, you will step into a home that feels strangely familiar, because your spirit recognized it long before your feet touched the floor. You are being relocated into prophecy, fulfillment, and divine continuation. December will not end the way it started, because you will not end this year in the place where you began. Chosen one, God is not simply sending you to a new home. He is sending you to a place your spirit already knows. When heaven prepares a location for your destiny, something supernatural happens long before you ever step through the door. Your spirit begins to recognize what your eyes have not yet seen. It feels like a pull, a familiarity, a quiet knowing that rises from deep within you. There will come a moment when you see the house, maybe in a picture, maybe driving by, maybe online, and something inside you will react instantly. It will not feel like curiosity. It will feel like recognition, like you have been there before, even though this is your first encounter. Because spiritually, you have already walked its halls. You have already prayed in those rooms. You have already rested in that peace. Heaven allowed you to visit it in your dreams long before your feet arrive in the natural. Your new home carries a frequency that matches your calling. The walls hold the energy of your next chapter. The air is aligned with what God is bringing into your life. And when you see it, your soul will exhale, as if it finally found the place it has been searching for. This is why God is telling you to pay attention, because the confirmation will not come through logic. It will come through alignment. There are places you have visited before that were beautiful, impressive, or exciting, but something inside you said, "This isn't it." You tried to convince yourself, tried to make it feel right, but peace refused to follow you there. That was God saying, "The right home hasn't revealed itself yet." The home meant for you won't require convincing. It will come with clarity. Your spirit recognizes where you belong before you do. Sometimes the recognition is subtle, a gentle calm washing over you. Sometimes it is overwhelming, chills rushing through your body as if heaven itself just said, yes. There might be tears without reason, a smile you can't suppress. That is your soul remembering what God showed it long ago. This is why God is asking you to look closely at what He reveals. A picture, a door, a window, a garden, even a simple detail can trigger the confirmation. You are not waiting for a sign. The sign will appear the moment your spirit sees the place prepared for you. And let this truth settle into your heart. You will not have to fight for what is aligned. You will not have to beg for what is already yours. You will not have to question what God has confirmed. The right home will call you, not with noise, but with resonance. You will feel chosen by the place built for the chosen. This is not just a move, it is a spiritual return to where destiny has been stored. God is giving you a home that will hold your healing, your breakthroughs, your laughter, your creativity, your joy, your restoration, and the version of you that has been rising through every battle you have survived. When the moment arrives and the picture appears, do not doubt the signal heaven places in your chest. You will not miss the sign. You will not choose wrong. You will know. Your spirit will tell you, this is where the story continues. This is where I finally get to live. Chosen one, before the physical move happens, God will require a spiritual action, preparation. Packing by faith is not just organizing belongings. It is a declaration to heaven that you trust what you cannot see yet. It is a bold statement that says, I am making room for what God has promised me. This is what the spiritually mature understand. Movement in the natural begins with obedience in the unseen. You might look around your current space and think nothing is changing, but that's because the breakthrough hasn't reached the surface yet. Every major shift in your life starts quietly. God speaks it into existence, your spirit receives it, and your faith responds to it, usually long before any door physically opens. When you pack by faith, you are stepping into agreement with heaven's timeline. Some people will not understand why you feel rushed to prepare. They won't understand why you're organizing, donating, discarding, and simplifying. They won't understand why you suddenly feel like clearing out old energy, old memories, and old versions of yourself that lived here. But this move is not for everyone. It is for the chosen. And chosen ones do not wait for permission to follow God's instructions. There is a reason your belongings feel heavy. There is a reason the walls feel tight. There is a reason your spirit cannot settle. Your future is calling you forward. Packing is not just physical, it is prophetic. When God says, move, He expects you to trust Him enough to prepare without confirmation from the natural world. Noah built an ark before the rain. Abraham left his homeland before knowing the destination. Faith always moves first, and heaven always honors it. This is why God is asking you to start now, while your environment looks unchanged, because the shift will happen suddenly. When the right moment arrives, there will be no time for hesitation. The house will appear, the door will open, the opportunity will align. And God wants you ready, not scrambling. Packing by faith breaks the spirit of stagnation. Every box you fill, every item you decide to release, every step you take toward readiness is an announcement to the enemy. I am not staying where you tried to keep me. This is not a move of escape. It is a move of elevation. You are not running away from a place. You are being pulled toward purpose. The future you have prayed for is making room for you, and you must make room for it. Chosen one, you are not packing for uncertainty. You are packing for destiny. You are packing for peace. You are packing for restoration. And when you tape up that last box, you will realize something powerful. Every item you kept represents who you are becoming. And every item you released represents who God has already healed you from being. Your future home is waiting. Your December is unfolding. Your relocation is already in motion. Prepare now, because what God promised is on its way. Chosen one, what you are about to see, whether in a photo, a listing, a video, or a quick glimpse on a screen, is not just a picture. It is a prophecy in visual form. Heaven is revealing the future to you through an image, because your spirit needs a point of recognition for what is coming. God knows that once you see it, something inside you will awaken. Something that whispers, "This is the place I prayed for. This is the home God promised." For years, you have imagined yourself living differently, waking up to peace instead of pressure, resting without fear, building a life without survival mode chasing you. And though you tried to picture it, the details were blurry. Now, heaven is sharpening the vision. The moment you see that house, the doors, the windows, the way the light enters the rooms, you will realize that your imagination was not creating a fantasy. It was remembering what God had already prepared. A prophetic preview does not show you everything, only enough that your faith can lock onto destiny. When you see this picture, it may feel like déjà vu. You might think, why does this feel familiar? Because your spirit has been here before. You have already walked this path in prayer. You have already stood in that living room in the Spirit. God is now allowing your eyes to catch up with what your soul has known all along. There is a reason this message says to look before the picture disappears. Opportunities aligned with destiny often show up quietly and move quickly. What is meant for you will not be taken, but it requires recognition. God does not want you to overlook a divine sign because you are too focused on what currently surrounds you. Pay attention. The preview will come when you least expect it. And do not let doubt interrupt the moment. Do not say, "I could never afford this." Do not say, "This is too good for someone like me." God is not showing you a home that belongs to someone else. He is showing you a home that belongs to the future version of you, the version He has been shaping through every battle, every victory, every silent night of prayer. The preview comes before the promotion. When Joseph dreamed, the throne was just a picture. When Abraham looked at the stars, the promise was just a picture. When the disciples saw Jesus transfigured, glory was just a picture. But every picture God reveals eventually becomes a reality. Chosen one, heaven is saying, look closely, recognize the promise. What you see is what will soon be yours. This picture is not random. It is location. It is alignment. It is confirmation. And just like a key fits only one lock, this house fits your destiny perfectly. When you see it, you will not feel fear, only peace. You will not feel stress, only belonging. You will not feel doubt, only readiness. A glimpse of the future is about to appear before your eyes. And once you see it, you will never again settle for anything less. Chosen one, listen closely, because this is the part heaven needs you to receive fully. Your new home is not far, not distant, not years away. It is closer than you think. You are standing in the final stretch of your transition, the final days of a season that has served its purpose. God is not preparing you to wait, He is preparing you to walk. And each day you wake up from this moment forward, you are stepping closer to the front door of your future. There was a time when you looked around your environment and felt trapped, stuck in a cycle of survival, suffocating in limitations, held back by circumstances you never chose. But look at you now. You are wiser, stronger, aligned. Your spirit has separated from the old version of your life. You are already halfway moved, not physically, but spiritually. This is the sign that relocation is real. When the place you're living no longer feels like you. God is not waiting for you to be ready. He is waiting for the exact moment where your readiness meets divine timing. And that moment is unfolding now. Heaven has watched you pass test after test. You remained faithful in small spaces. You prayed in places that hurt. You believed even when your surroundings tried to silence your hope. And because of that, God is rewarding you with a home that carries peace you've never known before. You will walk through the front door and immediately feel the difference. Your shoulders will drop. Your breathing will deepen. Your thoughts will quiet. You will not have to pretend to be strong there. The atmosphere itself will strengthen you. For the first time in a long time, you will feel like you belong somewhere. This new home is more than shelter. It is restoration. It is rest. It is resurrection. It is where dreams wake up. It is where creativity flows effortlessly. It is where love and laughter are allowed to fill rooms again. God is not just moving your belongings, He is moving your entire story. And when it happens, it will happen quickly. Suddenly, effortlessly, supernaturally. One day you will be looking online, scrolling through possibilities, and the house will appear. One call, one message, one divine connection. And the keys will be placed into your hands. What felt impossible will feel inevitable. Chosen one, God is saying this clearly. You are not staying here, I am taking you home. So breathe deeper tonight. Sleep with peace tonight. Wake with expectation tomorrow. Your new home is closer than you think, because God has already scheduled the move. December will not pass without fulfillment. You will step into the home heaven built with your name on it. Get ready. Pack by faith, because within a short time, everything will change.